Our next work of art for the Enlightenment is by Jean-Baptiste Greuze, and it's titled The Village Bride. Now, I don't usually like Greuze's work. I do like this one. Why don't you like Greuze's work, Miss Cortez? Because most of his other paintings feature young women and allusions to their loss of innocence or their virginity. Gross. Total perv. But I do like this one. What we see here is the village bride, and she has just married this handsome young man here. Now, we are supposed to look around the scene and kind of piece together the rest of the story. First off, these are her parents, and they are dressed like French peasantry. Probably a comfortable income of farmers. So they have land, they work the land, they have others work the land, and they've gotten together a fairly nice family and house. It's got 2 stories. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 kids. Wow, okay. It's fairly clean. There's no falling plaster. They've got, food. Look at their bread up there. The cabinet is open to help us understand that they got stuff, right? They got linens, they got pots, they got dishes, and oh, he's got a musket. Ooh, that's an expensive weapon. Okay, so he's of a higher status of farmer, and he's just married off his daughter to this handsome young man here. The lawyer is present, and he's looking over the paperwork to officially sign off on their marriage. And the dad has given the young man this pouch of money. That's her dowry. Now, if you're not familiar, a dowry, it's also referred to as a bride price, because women, you're not full citizens, you're property. And so you've been a burden on your dad, and now the burden has been carried over to your husband, and he needs a little bit of cash to help out. So a dowry is part of the marriage ceremony in which he takes on his new property, you. So we see this scene, and he's kind of giving this wise, take care of my little baby. Behind him, one of the younger sisters, which looks like she's maybe 13 years old, she's sizing him up. She's like, is he going to be good for my sister? Another little kid, he's watching, he's curious about what the lawyer's up to. He's looking at the papers. And then over here, look at the mom. She's like, oh, be good. I've taught you so well. And get a little older, maybe she's like 15 years old. She's like, oh, big sis, you're so pretty. He's so handsome. I hope I have a cute husband like him. Oh, I'm going to miss you so much. Look at this guy. What's going on? Look at her. She's too busy chasing the chicken around the house. She doesn't care. In the back, 2 more sisters. They're whispering. They're talking. Oh, a little kid. He doesn't care. He just runs up the stairs. Whatever. So, we have this very quaint but bustling with life village marriage. Miss Cortez, it's not happening in a church. You can't call it a marriage. Oh, I can, because before the 1900s, most marriages happened in the house. It wasn't all the rage to have a church wedding until the 1800s. So yeah, this would be a very common occurrence. Here we are supposed to be appreciating the Rousseau-like simplicity and beauty of it. This hardworking family with all of these kids has scrounged up enough for their beautiful young woman, their young daughter, to marry this handsome, strong man. And look at them. Look at this. What's going on here? Do you think they like each other? Look at the tickle of her fingers on his hand. They like each other. She's kind of like, oh, I'm so embarrassed, but she's kind of leaning in, and she's got that little on his fingers, on his arm, on his hand. So there's this innocence, and there's this kind of beauty of like young love, and oh, the sweetness of this early marriage, and so much potential, so much joy in this. And so, just like Rousseau said, we're supposed to find the beauty and the joy in the simplicity of life. It's not that she's married off to some grand duke or becomes a princess. No, we're supposed to find the honor in working hard and saving up and ensuring this kind of lineage and power and greatness and fortitude. Very different than what we saw in the Rococo, and that's why we don't call it that. We call it the Enlightenment.